All right, fellas. I want to talk to you today about a saddle that's not one of mine, but a saddle that I've tried quite a bit over the winter and I really liked. It is the Tomahawk X saddle from Legend Saddle Gear. There's your tag. Available at legendsaddlegear.com, if I'm guessing. A little over a year ago, I had a guy reach out to me and ask me some questions about starting a saddle company. He said that he had a design that he really liked and had a lot of questions about insurance, things like that. And eventually, I guess he trusted me enough to send me a prototype to try out and wanted my thoughts and feedback on the prototype. So I spent some time with that saddle and suggested some tweaks that he ended up going with, it looks like. And now that he's got somebody to manufacture these for him, in the US, by the way, I think it's a factory in Virginia, he sent me one of the finished models to try out and to keep for helping him with some design things, which you'll probably pick up on as we're going through this. I've never seen a saddle built like this before. It kind of reminds me of a cargo panel, right? Like cargo netting. But the way that it's put together, like these vertical bars get shorter as they go out to the sides, so it makes that curved shape as you're going out to the sides. These all come together on the end to form the bridge loop, and they position this in a way where it's hard to do on video, but it creates an extreme cup, like an extreme bow shape around your butt. And I found this saddle to be really, really, really good at sitting. If you're a sitter only, I'd definitely recommend trying this. You can see here on the sides, hopefully. How can I get this to show in a video? This thing on the sides has got an extreme cut to it too, which bows that out and keeps the weight off your hips. And everything about this saddle just makes it bow shaped. I mean, it's a very distinct bow shape, which is awesome for sitting, because if you're using a flat piece of material on a round butt, right, it just wants to slide up and down your butt. So you want to bow shape that material too, so it hugs your butt and doesn't move. It doesn't want to slide up or down. That's what this saddle does. It comes with an amsteel bridge that's adjustable on each side. The bridge loops probably look familiar to you. They look a lot like my Orion bridge loops. Best way to do that, in my opinion. The lineman loops should look really familiar to you. Now you've probably picked out my contributions to the design. I'm not getting paid anything by this company. I just hope that it works out well for him. And I've kind of become friends with the guy that owns this company and designed this saddle. And I thought I'd do a quick video because not enough people have heard about this. If you're a guy that likes to try gear like I am, especially all you guys out there that like to try every single saddle that comes out, I definitely recommend this one. The build quality on it is as good as anything I've seen out there. Bar tacks throughout, so everywhere that you can put a bar tack on this thing, it's bar tacked, which is what this machine back here to my left does. Bar tacking is what they use in the climbing industry for climbing harnesses, nylon runners, things like that. About the strongest type of sewing you can do. But plenty of bar tack throughout this saddle. I like the way that he's laid out all these extra connection points. Lots of molle along the top and along this third piece here. This third piece of horizontal webbing. And then you have loose molle going down each one of these on the back. Yeah, so plenty of places to clip in right there, right there. Loose molle on the bottom for you to clip in. That'd be a good place for me to clip in an auto block. The waist belt is 1 inch, really soft, slides through the buckle really easy. It's the same webbing that I used to use on the molle of my saddles. So it's good and strong. It's made in the US. The waist buckle is a new model from ADF that I haven't seen yet. But I'm going to ask him about that because I really like this buckle. So ADF reactor buckle on the waist. We know you don't have to worry about that. This one though seems like it doesn't want to rattle as much as the old model, so I'm going to look into that. The leg straps are removable if you want to take them off. The saddle came with plastic, like dog collar type buckles on the legs, which have been plenty strong enough for me to play around in this thing. I haven't worried about it. You're not going to fall out of a saddle unless you really kind of try hard to. It also comes with G-hooks, which are probably the nicest G-hooks that I've ever seen. They're heavy duty. They're thicker than most of your aluminum G hooks, and the hook on the end of that thing is a lot more aggressive. So it comes through and really hooks down, which I like because it keeps it from coming loose all the time. A lot of G hooks will leave you wanting in that. They'll slide them through that little loop on the webbing and walk around for a minute, and then they're flopping loose. So his G hooks seem like they're as good as any G hook I've ever tried. I don't think there's a lot more I can say about this thing other than, man, it's interesting. Like, it's just, look at the bow on that thing. Like, everything about it makes it want to just wrap around your body. And I think that's why it works so well. When he first told me about this design, I was like, like, why? Why are you doing this? And once he sent me the prototype and I spent some time in it, I thought, well, yeah, that all makes sense. So that is my opinion of a saddle that I don't sell, or I don't get paid for you buying, but is made by a really nice guy that I've become friends with. Build quality top notch, materials top notch, made here in the USA, so woo-ha. And it's interesting, and it works. So if you're in the market for a new saddle and you want to try one out, go to legendsaddlegear.com and try out the new Tomahawk X saddle. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Have a good evening, guys.